Okay. All right. Now we're at Sfia. Before this picture, Goka said, yo, I got to get in between you two. Oh, man, dude. He's funny, dude. Okay. Here's like another picture. This picture is kind of bad. This picture is kind of bad because of the lighting, man. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little backstory. From time to time, Sfia says dumb shit. Sometimes from time to time, I say dumb shit. Now, that dumb shit that he says, people link it to me because they know I'm going to react to it. And they want to see the drama. Basically, he showed up. I wasn't planning on talking to him. I wasn't planning on starting any shit. I was actually on my way out when he showed up. So anyway, he showed up, we took the picture, and he said, hey man, can I talk to you for a minute before you leave? And I said, yeah, man, I'm on my way out, but yeah, we can. So anyway, I'll give you a little backstory first. It kind of got out of hand during the WoW arc. Do you guys remember the WoW arc? Okay, for those of you that don't remember the WoW arc, there was a time when a lot of WoW players came over to try Final Fantasy. So it was like Limit Max, Ninja Max, D-Mods, THD, all those guys. They came over from WoW. It was when all like when WoW employees were stealing like milk, like breast milk. During the WoW arc, there was some people that came over and, they were playing and we were doing watch parties and stuff. And this was around the time that Sfia was, at the time he was putting a lot of effort, energy into being a content creator. He was trying to do the best he could, doing watch parties, like doing, reviews, all that type of shit. Okay. So I was also doing watch parties and stuff. During this time, Sfia was saying a couple dumb shit, man. Chat would link me the stuff that he would say. In his mind, I worded a couple things, I guess, wrong. And I didn't realize, but he took it the wrong way. So that's what started the animosity, I guess. That's what started it. But I told him, I'm like, hey man, I'm not in charge of what you say. When you say shit, you have to take accountability. You have to say it. He would say something dumb, I would react to it. This happened for about 4 weeks, something like that. Then eventually I got shared a screenshot. I mean, I'm not going to show any DMs or anything, but I'll tell you what the screenshot said. There was a time where people in his Discord, I don't know who did it, but there were people from this chat that were trying to egg it on and harass him, which is that's not cool, man. That's not fucking cool. I know you guys like drama, but do not do that shit between two content creators. No, this is serious, man. Don't do that shit. All right? Because when that happened, that made his, I guess, dislike for me grow even more. I'm not trying to have issues with other content creators. Now, at the same time, he's also at fault for listening to that, because basically he was listening to a bunch of shit. Now keep in mind, okay, how do I want to word this, man? He's not as experienced at dealing with that type of shit as some other people. Like me, okay, I love you guys, but sometimes you guys are dumb as fuck. Okay, sometimes you guys say the stupidest shit just to get me to react to somebody else. Okay, exactly. He was one guide, but he was one guide, hey, it happens. I get one guide myself, okay? Now, I am not blaming you guys for the issues that me and him had, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's still his actions. It's still what he did. Okay, well, now with all that being said, I'm going to tell you why that I held a grudge. I'm going to tell you why I had a lot of anger, had a lot of animosity towards him. And that reason is because I saw a screenshot, which he confirmed was true. I mean, I knew it was true. In the screenshot, it said, I'm going to report Xeno, or I think I'm going to report Xeno, and a couple of his followers or people in his Discord also said that. Let me tell you, I've said this before. Do not fuck with the channel. You can fuck with me all you want, but do not fuck with my channel. Once I saw that, everything was over. It was no longer, oh, he just said something stupid. It was, now we on full 100% defense mode. I knew there was nothing to report, okay? I wasn't worried about actually getting reported or anything like that. But that's not the point. The point was content creator to content creator. He did not come to me first. That was the problem. Now, I told him, I said that was the main thing. And he messaged me before it really blew up, right? He tried to message me on Discord. He didn't realize how serious I took it. I tried to be very, very, very blunt. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show any DMs or anything. I tried to be very blunt, very upfront, and explain why I was pissed, because he was talking about he just didn't realize how serious I took that, man. He just didn't realize. We talked about this for an hour, man. It was an hour, maybe even more. But basically, he was trying to explain to me why what he said, why he believed it to be true. And I'm like, bruh, you don't understand. I don't care about what you said. I don't care what you said about TBN, about going up at server up and racing. I don't care about any of that. You basically have threatened to report this channel. That's what I care about. And he just wasn't getting it. Maybe I didn't get my point across. I felt like I did, but basically I was talking about one thing, he was talking about another thing. So the conversation didn't go very far. So that was where my anger, my defense started to go all the way up. Now, the reason why he was upset, pissed at me, was because all of this shit just started to compound. Like, it started to fuck with him. He wasn't streaming as much. At the time, I didn't give a fuck. At the time, I'm gonna be honest. Fuck him. You're attacking my channel? Fuck him. Okay, now, after talking about all that, even if I was mad at him, regardless, no one from this channel should ever go to another person and say what was said to him. Okay, a lot of people didn't know that we had an issue because I'll put it this way. I will only do drama that is playful, that is not serious, that you can laugh at. I don't do drama that is serious and that actually can fuck with people. And the reason why I don't is because I don't want to broadcast that out. I am under the belief that not everything should be broadcast. I'm under the belief that there are some things that should remain private between people, and I will only cover drama, broadcast drama, however you want to word it, if it's petty, if it's playful, if it's shit like that. When someone comes to my channel, I will literally protect it with my life. I will do everything I possibly can to ruin you if you come after me. I can be really fucking mean when I want to, but I don't like to do that, man. I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to be in a situation where that happens. This conversation meant a lot to me. You guys don't realize I've known Sfia since 2.0. You guys don't realize that I've known Sfia before he was Sfia. I knew Sfia when he was Eep Laugh Out Loud. I knew Sfia before he was a World Prog player. Back in the day, me and Sfia, we would talk about band and shit because he was in a band too. I've known him a long fucking time. This conversation was very important to me. Remember I said earlier, man, for me, you take accountability for what happened. That's it. I think that everybody fucks up. Myself included. Everybody fucks up. Very rarely is it too late to change. My main issue was that when I read that, he crossed a line. And that's something you don't do as a content creator. If you have a problem with another content creator, you go with them. If anybody in this community, or if anybody in the 14 directory has an issue with what I'm doing, come to me, man. Talk to me about it. Obviously within reason. I mean, if you're going around saying a bunch of stupid shit, then, obviously I'm probably not going to talk to you. But it's I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it's etiquette. I don't know if it's respect. I'm not sure what you want to call it. But also, here's another thing too. If someone has a problem, it's also kind of hard to go to that person, man. So I understand that too. Basically, if anything happens between me and another person, just know that there's a very high chance that you'll be able to fix any damage between us as long as you're just upfront, you acknowledge what the fuck happened. That's it. His animosity built up, his anger built up because people kept linking him clips. Now, I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he was constantly being having to deal with people saying, did you see the Xeno react? Blah, blah, blah. He reacted to this. He reacted to that. He was constantly being able to see that. And if you're trying to stream and you constantly see all that shit happening all the time, it's going to fuck with you. So over time, obviously this animosity built up or whatever. Now, when me and him talked for like an hour. When we had that conversation, he did not understand. He did not get that how serious I was when I saw that screenshot. I didn't give a fuck about anything that he said. I didn't care if he was right. I didn't care if I was wrong. That's not the point. None of that was the point. I didn't care about it. But he didn't realize how serious I took it. And he understood why that I felt the way that I did. This is my life. It's my livelihood. So anyway, so we talked, look, I'm not gonna go into the depth of what we talked about or whatever. And look, man, we're not best friends. We're not gonna fucking go out clubbing together. We're not gonna jump into raiding together. It's nothing like that. There was a huge issue and a misunderstanding. And now that is it's cleared up. Most of you are fucking memeing in chat, and that's fine, man. But I'm gonna keep talking about this just for a second. So just, shut the fuck up or get the fuck out of here, man. I don't care. But any beef we had or any drama shit we had with that shit, it's done. It's over. At the end of the day, 2 years later, how long has this been? Almost 2 years? That's a long time. A lot of stuff can change in 2 years. you know. Then again, nothing can change in 2 years, but in this case it did. I had a lot of respect that he actually wanted to talk to me about it. Because he wanted to talk to me about it, that means that he'd been thinking about it for the past like year and a half. I mean, not like every day or anything like that. I'm not saying he, I'm not saying he was like fixated on it or anything, but I'm saying that it was on his mind occasionally. The fact that he wanted to try to repair that, it means a lot to me. I'm going to tell you firsthand, man, admitting a mistake is hard. It is hard, especially when you're in a position that people, you know, they like look up to you for, you know, either advice or some shit. Like, you know, I'll give you an example, man. Like, you know, like some people ask me about tank advice. I mean, I don't know everything, you know. I mean, I don't. I try really, really hard. And like when you're in a certain position, man, there's like just certain expectations. That was one of the big things about going to FanFest that I was just so nervous about, man. Jesus Christ, I was so nervous, man, that I like, because everybody has expectations, right? You know, they say that meme, you know, like never meet your heroes or whatever. And like, you know, there's a lot of people that like watch the videos, look, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to say I'm somebody's hero or anything. I'm just using the expression, right? I don't know how else to word it, man. I don't know how else to word it, but you guys know what I'm saying. Basically, people have certain expectations of me. I feel like sometimes that there's no fucking way that I could possibly live up to that. But, I try. So anyway, I said all that to say that he has certain expectations of himself. When he kept hearing that shit, he said this, reacted to that. That fucked with him mentally. So anyway, with all that being said, man, you know, we talked for like an hour. I actually had to skip the Uber that was called, and he actually called me an Uber because my phone died. We were talking so long, my phone died, man. So thank you for that Uber. So thank you for the Uber. Yeah, dude. Here's another reason why FanFest is so important, man. You get to meet the person behind the screen. Okay, now sometimes that's not good. Sometimes that's not good. But it helps you remember that they're a person. Now, this doesn't really happen to me anymore, but this has happened to me before. When I first started streaming, my first couple years, man, sometimes people would say something that was wrong, and I would just blast the fuck out of them, man, like on stream. Like, I can't believe you said that, you fucking idiot. Like, why would you say that? But I was serious. I wasn't like now my mentality, like my mental state, man, because of you guys, I'm so much different mentally now than I was like 4 years ago. Like it's just crazy, because sometimes like I'll watch like old stuff and I'm just like, wow, that actually pissed me off. I can tell. Like, why did that piss me off? Oh, it's because I didn't know people were stupid. Okay, that makes sense. So it's just like now I'm thinking so much in the bigger picture. So anyway, man, I'm not going to say he's a good person. I'm not going to say he's my best friend. I'm not going to say any of that, okay? Because to be honest with you guys, like I don't really talk to Sfia that much. This is the first time I've talked to Sfia for in a year and a half, like 2 years, okay? My point here is that we had an issue and we resolved the issue. And I respect a lot, like I really respect the fact that after all this time, he still thought about our conversation. He still remembered from way, way, way back in the day, like from A Realm Reborn, before he was even like known in the community, like before he even went by Sfia. His Twitch channel used to be Eep. We talked about other shit besides the game, actually. And it's just knowing a person that long and then that shit happened. It's just this, yeah. So basically resolving this was important to me. I mean, honestly, man, it's one less person that fucking hates me. You know what I'm saying, man? It's one less person that fucking hates me. So it's just one of those things, man. And another thing, dude, Twitch chat, I told them this. I said, look, if you ever hear about me saying something that you don't like, either one, you need to come to me, or don't believe it. Because I can tell you, I will be as blunt as possible with him, with anybody. Dude, I'm not the type of person that's gonna backstab you or be shady. That's just not me, man. I don't have the time for that. You know, I like how you were like, I can't wait for when he talks about Sfia. And then I talk about Sfia, and then you motherfuckers are like, how long have we been here? Pepe W. 6 hour mark. Pepe W. You guys are so fucking dumb. This is why I don't listen to half the shit you fucking say. Okay? Is he done yet? XFFing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Was it not spicy enough? I'm sorry. You motherfuckers are whores for drama. If drama was a 10-foot dick, you would jump on that shit like no other, no matter what. If there was a 10-foot dick with drama written on it, you guys would be ass first on that. Without hesitation. Without hesitation. Okay, anyway. So just to sum it up, we talked for an hour, squashed it. Yo, that's it. When he told me that people were going to him, that's not cool, man. That's even if we were having a dispute, going and like attacking a person in another server or some shit like that. It's just not right, man. Like it's just not right.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Electric dive.
Yeah, did it,
I give it a 0. You give it a 0?
Zero. What's that?